Hello, Barbara Ann Mojica, aka Little Miss History, with you for another session of the 2-Minute Teacher. How to set up a mini lesson in just a couple of minutes. Please hit subscribe to get new teaching lessons every Friday. To do this experiment, we will need a few items that you will have around the house. And the name of this experiment is going to be an engineer. Which shape is the strongest? Okay, so first you will assemble the materials. You will need 3 pieces of copy paper or construction paper. You will need some tape. You will need some pencils or pens and a recording sheet for the results. And the last thing you will need is a stack of books. First, assemble all the materials, and then you will proceed as follows. First thing you need to do is to construct 3 shapes: a triangle, a square, and a cylinder. And I have this model so that you can show the students. So you're going to make one in the shape of a triangle, one in the shape of a square, one in the shape of a cylinder. Tape them together securely into those shapes. Now you are going to take your stack of books, and one shape at a time, you are going to apply one book to that shape. Then you will apply a second, and then a third. While the student is doing that, have these questions that you want the student to think about. How does the shape of a structure affect how much weight it can support? Where does that force travel as you add more weight to each of the structures? Why do some shapes collapse when you apply greater weight or force? And how do engineers use this information to determine how to make a building or a structure stronger? Now, your students should notice that the square and the triangle shapes will collapse first. Ask the student, where is the force being applied? Well, the student should note that the force is being applied to the edges, which collapse first. But in the cylinder, the weight is distributed evenly all around, and so that shape is much stronger and can support greater weight. Make sure that the student is carefully recording the results for each shape as he goes along doing this experiment. So I think this is a fun experiment, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope to see you again next week. Bye.